Hello everyone, and welcome back to Outside Chronicles, the series of course where we go outside the maps of Chronicles, using a mod menu as you can see down there on the bottom of your screen. Let's go ahead and turn on God mode as well as no clip and get to seeing what's outside in this beautiful jungle. Now, you might be wondering yourself in your pretty little head, why awesome are you not doing Ascension? That is the next map in Chronicles. Can you not count? Like, what's going on? Can you not count to 10, buddy? What's going on here? Well, so the problem with Ascension is that there's death barriers everywhere in Ascension that just instantly kill you, no matter whether you have God mode or not. It seems like those death barriers basically just say, okay, player is here, player is dead, and that is it. It doesn't even deal damage to you, it just instantly makes sure you are no longer alive. So until I find some way around those death barriers, which I don't know if there's a mod that does that yet, perhaps you guys can let me know down in the comments if there's any way to get around that. I would love to, because I feel like this series is not going to be complete without Ascension done. But until then, we're going to have to put it on the back burner, and let's go ahead and get to Shangri-La. As always, let's start with the spawn windows. Go ahead and go on out this one. Shangri-La being a jungle and all, right? It seems this is just a nice jungle pathway, which is cool. Wow, and I can climb up this hill too as well to the temple here, to the side of the temple. But I think the ground breaks away like right here, yeah, where you fall through. Unfortunate. And then as far as over here to the left, it looks like just a whole bunch of jungle, which is nice that it's here. I mean, I don't think you can really see this pocket of vegetation very much. And it seems like the ground I could actually walk on, which is cool. Oh, and this leads to another window as well. A little bit of zombie spawn engineering here, it seems like they were doing. So this is another zombie spawn location, obviously. Cool stuff. Okay, let's go back inside the map. And another window over here, of course, as well. Let's see, I'm assuming this is the same kind of deal. It looks like just a pathway out into the jungle. Wow, looks like there's going to be something interesting here in our near future. We'll see what that is in just a bit. There's quite a bit of stuff under the ground, actually. Let's go back up again. Yeah, so not too much to see as far as that spawn window goes. I'm assuming that's the story probably for most of these. Let's check out this one as well, just in case there's anything cool going on out here. But yeah, it looks like same kind of deal, although there's a big open area here, which I fall through. So yeah, it doesn't seem like we can walk on much of this, but if I just use a little bit of no clip just to take a look at the area. We got a little temple thing about back, which is cool. Let's go ahead and check that out, I suppose. See what's going on in here. Not too much at all. Oh, interestingly enough, there is a big room in here. Strange that this geometry is here, actually, to be honest with you. I'm not sure what to make of that, but it's definitely here. And one more spawn window right here. Got some nice ambient light coming around the corner, and I'm assuming this is just a little area for them to spawn right here. Nice to see, though. Well, I suppose let's get right to it, right? Let's see what's going on with the temple. I feel like that would be a good thing to do. So let's go ahead and no-clip on up to the Pack-a-Punch. Of course, we're not supposed to be able to have the Pack-a-Punch open yet, so I think my guy is constantly, like, sliding, because he's not really supposed to be here. But if I no-clip past the Pack-a-Punch and into the temple, of course, we see the old... I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm not a huge zombie storyline guy. I love the storyline, but man, it goes over my head a lot of the time. Obviously, this has some 115 in it. I don't know I forget exactly what this was, but obviously Rick Tuffin wanted it for his journey. I'm sure you guys have tons of information to get me down in the comments. But this is, of course, part of the Easter egg. But if we go past the Easter egg, we do have... Oh, okay. Well, it looks like this is a massive barrier, so it's only letting me stand on top of it. But if I go past the barrier, can I walk in here? I can! Sick! Okay, so yeah, there's like a massive barrier that way. But we do have this little temple we can walk in, which is cool. And, oh, there's even a door out back. Oh, no! Yeah, so let's check out this door out back. It seems to go to nowhere, obviously. But we have these, like, steps here. It's almost like it's part of, like, more of a temple here, right? Like, these weird, like, stone brick steps here. I'm not sure why it's like that. I don't know if this is like some Japanese architecture stuff. I don't know. You know, I find it very interesting that they made this barrier exactly how high the opening of this doorway is. Like, perfectly. So you just, like, you could stand on top of the frame of the doorway. Alright, let's go to the right here, open up the door, and what do we got? We got our gong, let's slap it. Sick. So we already checked out that window, we know where that goes. Let's check out some of the windows in here. So let's see where this one goes right here first. We got a little bit of... Oh, there's a skull back here, which is interesting. Okay, cool. Human skull, love that. What else do we got? It seems like there's supposedly some kind of death out here. Where's the death? It seems actually pretty safe. Pretty safe, to be honest, for having a death sign. And again, just kind of like a little stroll through the forest for the zombies. There's a massive open area here, and I can walk on a lot of it, which is interesting. But yeah, nice little cliffside. I mean, it's quite attractive. I suppose let's go ahead and check up the hill just a little bit more here to the left, in case there's anything interesting as far as this mountain. It doesn't look like it to me. So back inside the map here, we got another window right here. This, of course, leads towards the same direction as the other one. There's this little, like, temple area here, it looks like, which is kind of cool. I'm calling all these structures just temple areas, by the way. You guys are going to have to bear with me with that. Right, so there's the other window that we were just at. And it seems we got a nice little pathway here, which is cool. We can actually walk on all of this. But yeah, we have a little pathway here that goes towards this temple. Of course, obviously, it doesn't connect to it, considering it seems quite broken. Can I just jump off to this? Nope. Nope. Nope, definitely can't. Well, let's go ahead and check out this temple as well. Go through the front door. I'm guessing it's going to be exactly the same as the other one we checked out outside the map. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's actually quite different. Wait, it's way different, actually. Right, so there is a little wall here, but once we go through that, we can see that the back end of this isn't... Well, it's kind of modeled. It's kind of modeled and it kind of isn't. So there's some rooms here, but they're not, like, fully developed, obviously. There's like, some walls to them, but, like, some not. It's strange. I suppose it's made purposefully just to make it look good from the outside, and then everything else doesn't really matter. Alright, back inside the map. Let's go ahead and cross the bridge. I don't think there's too much I'm missing here. We'll check out the top of the waterfall in just a bit. We got another window here going into this temple, so let's go ahead and no-clip on through. This one is... we can walk around in all of it, it seems, which is nice. I suppose let's no-clip up. And here's it from the top. It doesn't seem like there's much... Ooh, man, okay, so we can walk through the walls. And there's this little room here as well, up in, like, the steeple part of it. I don't know, right up in this area here. There is a little room here that's fully modeled, which is cool. And behind the steeple is something kind of weird. So maybe map devs could explain this one. But if I crouch, you'll see that there's just layers of the same stone brick texture stacked on top of each other here, all the way down to the base layer down here. Maybe it's to create this this slope here, right, on either side, right? So each one of those is just like a section of that stone brick. I don't know. Strange to me, but cool to see that that's how that's created. There's more temple out here to the left, so let's go ahead and check this one out too. And oh my god, there's a massive rock in it. Okay, interesting. Good to see. Little steeple is basically the same kind of geometry here too, and then out back we got more mountain range, more wonderful lush vegetation. Alright, one more window in this area right here. Go on in, check it out. I'm assuming it's the same kind of deal as many other ones. It's just a pathway through the forest. There's a barrier here at the end of it, and it leads to nowhere. Alright, I think it's time to see what's going on with this waterfall, so let's go to the top of it. Can we stand on it? We can. That's nice. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Beautiful blue water, too. I mean, man, it's quite gorgeous up here. Not gonna lie. Can we reach the top? We can. Oh my god, look at that. So the source of the water, it just cuts off right here. So that's cool. I guess it's just like a sheet. But this is the top of the mountain, man. It's kind of nice out here. I mean, there's not too much to see, you know, just a bunch of rocks, a bunch of vegetation. But it's very well modeled. There's another temple over there, which I'm sure we'll check out in a bit when we get to that side of the map. Now, below the waterfall, we of course have this here, right, which is like the tunnels that you can slide through, right? But we have a few windows to check out too. There's this one here, which doesn't seem like it goes really anywhere. And then there is this one as well that goes into the rock. So let's see where that goes. It's a little dark room back here that just spawns zombies in, of course. Alright, let's go into the tunnels. Let's see what we got down below. Alright, so down here by Mule Kick, we got a couple windows, I think, right? So we have... Well, that area is not really a window, I suppose, right? But there's this window here. Let's check this out first. We go ahead and hop in here. It's just... Oh, man. Okay. Wait, so I can just... You can't drown in this map? Wait, so you can drown on Nocturne Totem, but the water here, you can definitely not drown on. It's just... It's fake water. It's absolute fake news. Interesting. Alright, let's continue our journey. We'll go through this pathway here into the interior. And I'm assuming we got more windows to check out. So we got this one here with some nice light. Leads into a cavern. And actually, a very big cavern. I wasn't expecting this to be this large, to be honest. I guess so zombies can spawn in this little corner and you not be able to see that. That's interesting. We got a little lantern down here. Nice. Not sure why that's there. I mean, no one would ever see that just chilling in the corner, but it's definitely chilling there. And leading back towards this window, we got a little cement mixer with some shroomage going on there. Nice. We got another window over here, which leads to, it looks like some kind of minecart path. Cool, cool, cool. We can actually walk through the minecart too, which is interesting. What's past it? Does it continue? No, it doesn't. It kind of just stops at a black wall here. Oh, it also veers off to the left here. I suppose this is probably where the zombies spawn, huh? They spawn here and then they come around the corner. Makes sense. All right, let's go back out. We got yet another window here. And inside this one, we got a little bit of power stuff, huh? Maybe some power, some gas, perhaps. Seems like everything in here we can just, like, walk right through, huh? Oh, God. That red and blue piping is coming back. It's coming back, and it has an actual purpose this time, unlike in Kino. But cool to see that that's here. Perhaps that's the assets that were used. All right, let's open up this door. Keep on moving towards power. I think there's probably a few things to check out here. So we have these wheels, right? And below us, there's a whole bunch of water. So we're going to want to check that out, as well as all these windows. So let's start with the windows, because that's easy. We got a nice origin shovel chilling here. Doesn't look like we could pick that up, though, unfortunately. And this leads to a nice dark room for zombies to spawn. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. Nothing too interesting there. I think there's more windows back here. Yep, there's another one here. Another skull. This time, it's got something stuck in it. That is, wow, that is wonderful. That is a beautiful sight. Look at that. My God. But yeah, it just has this little, like, temple area down here, and that's about it. Nice, some weird lighting, though, so I guess zombies can spawn in the light. Alright, continuing onward, we got this little area here in the temple where this, what are they? The totems, right? Is that what these are? Totems? These things with the spinning head and stuff, the spinning parts. Let's go ahead and check this out. So it actually has collision itself, which is cool to see. And, oh man, and I am doing a lot of falling through the map. But if we continue backward here, we got this little broken area. What is this thing? I'm not entirely sure what this is. There's like this chain hanging in the middle of it, like a hook on it. I don't know if this is like part of a well. It looks kind of like a thing you would lower into a well, almost. But obviously this is not a well, right? There's a roof above us. I'm not sure why this is here, to be honest with you. Something maybe to do with the mining that's going on here? I don't know. There's another little area over here to the left. Let's go ahead and check it out. Don't think it really leads anywhere, though. No, just a pile of rubble. Nothing too interesting. There's the minecart track, which we could check out, too. But I want to go down below first. So what's going on with these wheels? Where do they go to? It seems like to nowhere. They just have these little pockets, huh? So there's this room of water here, right, that you can see below you when you look down. But where the wheels are they're in like separate little pockets. So that's strange. I don't know why they would do that. Well, let's go ahead and turn on the power, because that does release the water, right? So now, what difference does that make exactly? Does that actually add water down here? It does. Okay, so there you go. That's cool to see. And this is actually real water too, huh? Beautiful hydrodynamics. I'm gonna take a sip of the coffee, because of course I have my coffee with me here this morning. I hope wherever you are, whatever time you're watching this, you're enjoying yourself. And if you are, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's continue to check out the rest of this map. We head on past Power Room here. We got the room with all these dead bodies on a minecart where Double Tap is. So let's check out this stuff. We got this one window here to the left. There's a random green crate here, but it doesn't seem like there's much else. Just a tunnel to nowhere again, of course, where zombies can spawn and come walking to you. Not anything special about this green crate, though, huh? No, doesn't look like it. Strange, okay. Cool, let's go ahead and continue. And this area right here, where all the dead bodies are... Oh, there's like a... Okay, there's a weird pathway to the left. Where does this go? So this goes... Okay, it goes to nowhere. I guess more... I guess this is where the zombies spawn, huh? Probably up there. And then they come around the corner. But yeah, as far as down here... We fall through it, but it goes to a little room, which is just nothingness down here. I suppose just to make it feel like it goes down pretty far. It really seems like it goes further than it does, to be honest with you. So I suppose they did a good job at that, huh? Yeah, so I think that's all for this area. Let's go ahead and go back inside the map and continue onward. What about behind Double Tap? So what's behind Double Tap here? We got a we got some 115. Actually, quite a bit of it. So that's interesting. I suppose that is what they're mining here, after all, isn't it? And then, of course, this leads back to a window, which brings us to stamina. So I think there's a few things to check out here. So there's a bunch of water below us, right? So there should be a big open area below us, and there is. There is indeed. In fact, can we swim in this water? This is water that we can swim in! Hey! Okay, but it isn't very deep. It's a very thin layer. What else do we got down here? It doesn't seem like much. There's this random, like, weird pad, which is interesting. Not sure why that's there. Some more 115. We got this that leads down to... Whoa, okay. This is really strange. Why? Why, dude? Why is this here? Oh yeah, this isn't a pathway at all, is it? It's actually a minecart rail. Duh. But yeah, that's cool that goes out much further than it really needs to. Maybe they weren't planning on having water there originally, I don't know, and that just, like, hit all the sins. You know what I mean? There's like, let's just throw water down there. I'm not sure. But that's cool to see. And anything else in this area? So we already checked out this window here a second ago. That's the one that leads to Double Tap. So let's check behind this one. We got a whole bunch of crates with zombies in them. So these are the things in Kino, right? Interesting to see them here as well. So I guess they're doing more of that zombie shipping. And past that, down here, we have a massive tunnel that leads down to darkness, which is weird, a little weird to me. Because, right, the other one that you could see down to was much shorter than this. And this one goes quite a bit further. And then back up here to the right, we got these, like, generator kind of deals with some more rails that seemingly go off outside the map. Alright, opening the door, moving onward. We're almost done with this downstairs section, I believe. So this is the end of the water pathway, which we'll get to soon. Let's check out... Oh, man. This zombie's having a good time at all, huh? Definitely part of Group 935, though. Look at that. Okay. So we got some more 115 down here. We can actually get below... Oh, no, we can't. But we can see below the water pathway. There's not too much going on there. But interesting to see. You know, it's funny I'm calling it a water pathway. It's a freaking slide, dude. It's a slide, you know? That's what they call these. They call them slides. Yeah. Got it. We got this window here that the zombie is nicely enough to just break down for us. We can just go on through. This leads to another little spawn location. There's not much back here, though, huh? Just for completeness, let's check out this, too. I don't think there's going to be much here. Just some debris. And actually, it leads on a little bit further than I thought it would, to be honest. Perhaps this was maybe thought to be something else, and then they blocked it up and put a bunch of rocks in here. There's not too much to see other than that, so let's go back inside the map, and I think it's time to continue on. Through that door, we have another window here to our left, a whole bunch of 115 on the wall, another pickaxe here, and it leads to a little zombie spawn room as well back there. Cool to see. Some fresh air coming out of the tunnels, man. Feels nice. Over here by Speed Cola. Alright, let's check out a few things here, too. We got a bunch of windows that lead to this temple. So let's check out this temple. Let's see what's going on. I'm assuming it's probably the same as the other one that we checked out on the other side of the map over there. And it looks like it is. Oh, it's almost the exact same geometry, actually. Although it doesn't have those side door or side rooms, right? So the other one had like a room on each side. This one seems to just have the one room And oh, okay, well it has these like okay, so it has rooms down here, but they're different. They're different. It's not exactly a copy paste, which is cool to see. And up here in the steeple, we have the same kind of deal with layers of stone brick, leading to well, nothing really, to be honest with you, leading to nothing really. We also got this little window here, which kind of does the same thing, right? This leads the steps go up to there. So we've already checked that out pretty much. Right, so over this way we got a few more windows as well as the top of the minecart track. So let's check out this one here. Not a ton of interesting stuff here. It just kind of leads back. Oh, okay, wait. So we got a staircase. This is cool. Okay, wait. This is all we can walk on all of this, which I like quite a bit. And it leads up to this like ruined temple here. All right, coming over here, let's go ahead and check out this shack right here. Go on into it. So, I don't know, AM-97. I don't know if this is like weapons or something probably that's supposed to be in there. Got a little bit, oh wow, a little bit of Merlot. Look at that. From France, man. It's imported. Beautiful. Bunch of gauze, some stuff. Obviously, they were doing some surgeries here. And past that, it leads into the jungle. We got some more ruins, it looks like, here. I'm gonna fall through the floor. Yeah, so more ruins back this way. Is there anything special about them? Doesn't look like it. Just kind of the same old stuff. It leads up to a hill that seems to go to nowhere. Oh, there's more there. Yeah, so I don't think I realized this before, but there's this massive pathway that goes all the way down right to this section of the map where we checked out this temple here just a second ago. But there is this massive pathway outside the map that leads up to this temple right here, which I'm assuming I can't walk on it, right? You know, definitely can't walk on it, but let's go ahead and take a look inside. So this has the same kind of entry room, and past it there's nothing, but there's these two massive rooms, it looks like, on the right and left, and this is much bigger. This is much bigger than any of the other temples. Like, this is bigger than the temple that has the Pack-a-Punch in it. So I wonder why that is. I'm not sure why they would make such a massive asset outside the map. I guess to make the temple in the distance look like some massive temple, you really got to make it pretty big, don't you? But there's a whole bunch of little rooms to it here. Little, I don't know what that is, but there's this, like, little entryway here, which is cool. Interesting to see. Nothing under it, though. Definitely, absolutely nothing under it. And inside the steeple, it looks like the same kind of deal. A bunch of layered stone brick like they did before. And with that door out of the way, we're back at spawn. So that means... Oh, that's painful. So that means it's time to button up the odds and ends, the things that we passed by, such as this minecart track. So let's start with that. Let's go ahead and just no-clip on through. Can we walk through it too? We can. This is nice. Okay, so we can walk through the whole thing. So that'll be cool. Let's see if there's anything for us to check out. So obviously, normally, you're just sending it through... Oh, man. Yeah, normally you're just sending it through this area real quick on a minecart, so you don't get the time to look around much. Man, it's hard to walk on this stuff. You keep falling through in little areas, it seems. So let's stay on top. We got some shovels here. Nothing too special. Nothing that you wouldn't expect to be inside of a mining operation. There's our wonderful power room. Chillin'. We can see down to this. Oh, man! Yes, passing by this area here. And it goes on out, of course, to the waterfall. One thing I passed by here in the room with Deadshot is this little elevator shaft. But go on into it, it looks like we got, obviously, an elevator lift up top and an actual elevator cart down here. See if there's anything in it. Doesn't seem like it, no. It's just a flat texture of the top of the cart, unfortunately. That goes down to nothing. But it's cool to see the shaft. It actually continues on a little bit, though. Alright, let's check out the slip and slide here. Let's go ahead. Go on in. Can I walk on it? Oh, well, yeah, obviously, except it slides me. So let's go ahead and just no-clip through here and see if there's anything interesting in this tunnel. Right, so this goes above the zombies here stuck in their little crates. And is there anything else to check out? It doesn't really look like it, to be honest with you. But cool to see. So above it, we have another part of the waterfall. It just seems to fork off here. And create our beautiful slip and slide, man. I'm noticing now I'm, like, stuck in this crouch position. I can't uncrouch. So I think I actually have to use I actually have to use the slip and slide real quick to fix myself. Oh my god, is it bumpy though? Okay, yeah, that was very glitched. It definitely seems like the game is not prepared for you to no-clip into that. So something interesting to note here, when you're crossing the bridge, right, you have this massive... Alright, the waterfall, obviously, it continues off and down there. You can see down to what looks like some more area. Obviously, we've taken a peek at this already, but it's just like its own free-floating river, which is quite cool, to be honest with you, and it's massive too. This is not like a small little chunk of land. They really wanted to sell that there was something down here. I think the only part of it you can see too is like right here, right? I don't think you can see much else. I think that's basically the only location you can look at it from. And the river itself, it leads all the way over here to nowhere, where we can see a whole bunch of mountains in the distance. So to make our journey outside of the map a little bit easier, I'm going to go ahead and turn off fog, and I think that'll help with seeing some stuff here in the distance. So now we can take a good look at this mountain range here. Oh my god, does the sun look real far away, doesn't it? You know? And there's a lot of conspiracies, right, about Shangri-La, right? And these mountains here in the distance looking very much so like some kind of Martian terrain. In fact, it seems like it doesn't look like a Japanese area, right? It looks very much so Martian, or maybe even right, like something you'd find maybe in like Arizona or something, right? In like an arid desert, but not in a lush Japanese area. So I don't know why these are here, but they definitely are. And if you break through this wall and you look down, you see a whole bunch of stars. It's like we're just looking out into space. Interesting. We can see even like the little, like, it's almost like there's some kind of nebula there. I was going to say that's the Milky Way, but it's definitely not the Milky Way. But that's cool to see, man. I'm not sure why it's like that here. Maybe this hints more towards the whole Mars thing. Not sure. I've noticed also something weird. I'm not sure why this is, but when I'm outside the map, a lot of that rock turns red. Kind of like that one rock that we saw outside the map of Noctra and Toten, the very first start of this series. I'm not sure why that is, right? So if I get closer to it, I believe all this red stuff just goes away and it renders in whatever texture. So I'm guessing that red is like a missing texture kind of deal, which I think one of you guys commented that on that Noct episode, and it seems like you're definitely correct. So I think when you do the Easter egg on Shangri-La, right, the skybox suddenly changes partway through it to like an eclipse in the sky, except of course it's not the moon, it's one of Mars's moons instead. And obviously, right, that sparks the speculation of is Shangri-La on Mars and all that kind of thing. Or like maybe it's partially on Mars, part of the time not on Mars, like right now it seems like it's not, but then other times it seems like it definitely is. And I think this skybox below us is why that's there. So it's interesting, if you look, it's directly cut off, and it's flipped too. You can see that like the mountains above are also below as well. This whole mountain situation is strange to me. So the mountains actually match. So this seems to hint that it's always on Mars, even when you're not, teleported to where that eclipse happened. Yeah, so you can even see it for these mountains as well, right? There's a mirror image of it right below it. It's not directly below it, obviously, but there's definitely a mirror image of all the things on the horizon. I mean, what, would the entirety of like this massive mountain range be teleported to Mars too, or from Mars to Earth? Or are we just always on Mars? I feel like we're always on Mars, man. I feel like that's an easier solution to this. I don't know if any other YouTubers much more in depth with the story and all that lore than me have talked about this before. It definitely seems to ruin the theory of Shangri-La itself being teleported, right? Because this is a massive area to teleport. Surely the theory isn't like some 20 mile by 20 mile area is just teleported, right? Surely it's usually you would think it would be just some small area around Shangri-La, but this seems to suggest if there is teleported to Mars and it isn't always on Mars, that a massive area gets teleported. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about the storyline. I'm sure you guys know way more than me about this stuff. I'm very amateur when it comes to storyline stuff, but this is really cool to look at. I mean, it's definitely a different skybox below us, and it's definitely has a cutoff line at the horizon, and definitely has some mirrored stuff going on. So there's also this here, which we saw very early on, I think, when I was peeking through the Pack-a-Punch Temple. there's these boxes here just chilling outside the map. I don't know why these are here. There's no teleporter on Shangri-La, right? So I'm not sure why they're here. Usually boxes like this outside the map are for you to be inside of when you're teleporting. But obviously not these. They're just gray boxes, just with nothing in them. No reason that they're here, I don't think. I really have no clue. You guys might have better theories than me. There's also this unused texture here of a wall. Perhaps this is an old texture from BO1, I don't know. But yeah, as far as outside the map, I don't think there's anything else down here other than those two things. But really strange, really strange that this is here. You know, something else I noticed in this skybox, way out there. I don't know what it is. It's hard to tell. Obviously, I can't get closer to it, right? Because it's part of the skybox. But it looks like a lighthouse tower, doesn't it? I'm not quite sure, but obviously, right, it's not mirrored above. The only thing it seems like that's not mirrored. I don't know if that's supposed to be a hint at something else. You guys will have to let me know down in the comment section. I don't know. Cool to see, though. And here's a nice look of Shangri-La from the top. I believe that is it. I think I've covered everything. Let me know down in the comments if there's anything that I missed. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like on the video if you did, and subscribe so you can come back for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.